Hi guys, this is Luthais, and welcome to the top 10 tips for Deadside. The first tip that I want to give you guys is when you enter Deadside, please change your settings. First of all, I want you to go to your controls and recalibrate, okay, every single control, because some of the controls won't make sense to you. So if you play other games like PUBG or Modern Warfare or Miscreated or whatever other game you play, please try put the controls the way you like them, because they will frustrate you in the beginning. The second thing in tip number one is you are probably going to end up with these settings when you enter the game. But regarding the video settings, you will see that it is quite dark. It looks nice, graphics are very nice, but it looks dark. And when it comes to killing people, which this is basically a PvP game with survival elements, the lighting is going to bother you a lot, especially with shadows and at night. Okay, so a few tips regarding that is when you go to your video settings, put your foliage on low. That will of course help you to see people better. Put your effects on low if you want, the maximum performance. I haven't seen a major difference. It does add a bit of effects, but you can put this on low for better performance. And here you will see where the big changes comes in. When I put shadows on low, look at the lighting difference. Okay, it's going to help you a heck of a lot. And then you can even put post-processing on low, which again makes a major difference, but with post-processing you lose a bit of detail, so everything is going to seem very flushed out. So you can put it on medium just for a little bit of better change, but I feel epic, even with epic you'll see a bit better detail there, and that's why I keep that on on epic. The anti-aliasing, it's your decision. Again, for performance, I like to keep it on epic. And then view distance, you can put it on epic or high, it doesn't really matter, but it's going to help you when you finish missions. A crate appears and the lining around the crate will show. So view distance is going to help you to see that crate sooner, and it's going to just help you to see more of the map, which will make it a bit more immersive. If you do struggle with a lot of constant lag, put this on low, because when you've got it on epic, it's reading a lot more. When you turn your character, you'll see a lot more lag within houses. Okay, so this one I like to set at just about high or medium. Okay, that's up to you. And then on the view distance, you've got no zoom function in this game like you would have in other games. Like as soon as you aim, you've normally got a zoom to look, to look a bit further while you're aiming. You don't have it in this game. So 90 will be the standard field of view. I like to set it to 80, okay, just to aim better when I see people or see more of them. But you can use the 90. I've used the 90 for a long time. And if you're one of those people who want to see as much around you as possible, and you think your aiming is perfect, put it at 100. I don't suggest using 70 or 110. Okay, that's just a bit too much. So play around with 80, 90, or 100. And yes, that's tip number one for when you start playing Deadside. Okay, tip number two, when you start playing Deadside, you will see a bunch of servers, because there are a bunch of private servers at the moment. Okay, so you've got a lot of choices here. What I would do to simplify it is deactivate private servers and password, and then just arrange your servers by ping to make it much easier for yourself. And if you want to know what servers you played on last, just go on last time played. You will see the exact date and time when you last played on that server to keep track of it. And then if you want the servers with the most population, you can just go here. At the moment it's very early in the morning in Europe, where I normally play. So I'm just going to go on ping. You can see most of the people are asleep, but there are still servers with about 15 people on it. And what I would suggest is play at peak times, like 7 to 8 o'clock at night, and then pick a server, because that's when the server will be at its most populated. And pick a server with about 20 to 10 players on it, okay? Even less if you want to. And there are very good reasons for that. Reason number one is the server performs much better if there aren't a lot of people and a lot of bases on that server, okay? The amount of players that are on the server definitely affects the performance, which is a bit of an issue in Deadside at the moment. And then the second reason is there are missions on Deadside, and the AI takes quite a long time to figure out, and you will die in the beginning. A lot from AI, unless you're a PvP master. And yes, if you want to learn the game, try and play on a server, that's got as low pop as possible. But if you just want a PvP festival, go for a full server. Just be warned, when you go for missions, it will be a respawn fest, okay? Because you get things like reputation points, and clans that have been playing on that server for a long time, if they die in the mission, they will just respawn at the nearest town and they'll keep coming back, okay? So if you're not PvP crazy and you don't like chaos, then please play on a low pop server. It will help with performance, and it will give you a much better experience just learning the game. And that you definitely need to learn the game and the map and everything like this to be much more experienced. And you can always, make it harder for yourself later on and join more populated servers. As you can see, I've joined different servers through my time. And that's tip number 2. So let's just get into a server. I'm going to play on a server that I've never played on before. And I'm just going to pick this server so that nobody kills me while I'm explaining things to you guys. Okay guys, tip number 3 is always use the map as much as possible, okay? When you press M, you've got the map and you can zoom out. Every time you go into the map, you've got all the controls here, which I'm not going to explain to you. And then, yes, you've got 2 safe zones with a lot of towns, which you'll see the names of. You've got military points and lumber mills with the little grey dots, okay? And then you've got hidden locations as well, like caves and outposts that is not shown on the map. But if you explore the entire map, you'll find these places. Okay, and then there are various great places to build a base, whether you want to build your base in the center of everything or close to hot zones, which I will be covering in future videos, because I will be uploading a complete guide series which I've worked on for about 40 hours, figuring everything out for you guys in the future videos. Okay, so you can just click that subscribe button and that bell notification so that you can watch those videos and get an in-depth overview of Deadside, where I'll be explaining everything: PvP, AI, secret locations, in-depth base building, or everything you want to know. But when you start the server, just click your middle mouse button. Doesn't matter where you are, just click your middle mouse button, that's where you are. And what you want to do is go to these little black dots, towns, okay? To not waste any time. But a gun is going to be very, very important, because you do get random AI encounters. Then you will see you get different missions with easy, medium, hard, and epic. So there's an easy mission down here. And when you do missions, please start at easy, guys, just to get a feel of the AI. Easy and medium is a good starting place, okay? So you can take on a lot of easy and medium missions. And then when you feel like you've got everything under control and you've got good gear, which I suggest you do by going to the military points, which is here, here, and here, okay? There you can get a few military, there you can get military items from the AI and by looting those locations. So I'm just going to mark them here for you. I'm going to hold shift, there, and there, okay? Those are the 3 military locations. But in the beginning, what I would suggest is if I start here, I'm going to be looting that, and that. Okay, that's where I'm going to be looting. And when I've got enough guns and I've killed a few AI players, for items, and I just want a PvP, I'm going to go to first that location when it comes to difficulty, then that location, and then that location. This isn't that difficult, this is a bit more difficult, and this is very difficult. Okay, this is the biggest military zone on the map. And every time I finish towns, okay, I'm going to go back to the safe zone to sell my items, to see what I can buy. Hunger, food, and medication, which we will get into later in the video. If you want to farm, okay, then there are various locations where you can farm for base building items or just, any items that you can sell regularly. And the best farming locations at the moment is this town right down here and Yantar. Okay? So those are the two best farming locations for me. And in the south, you can farm these 4 locations as well, but I've covered the entire map. I've ran through every inch of the map, and these 2 locations here are definitely the best farming locations to get your cash up as soon as possible. And then one day when you can buy the biggest backpack in the game, you can always farm missions and these 2 military zones, because then you can carry primary weapons in your backpack. But like I said, we're going to get into a lot of tips down the line. But that's tip number 3, guys. Okay, tip number 4 is when you start the game, you're going to go into your inventory screen and you're going to have an inventory issue immediately, because you just spawn with a pair of pants, a knife, and a lighter. Okay, I've got a nice knife skin, and I start with a Zippo, and at both save zones I've got full inventory because I supported the devs with the expansion pack, okay, the DLC. But inventory is going to be your biggest issue. You can see a pair of pants can take 4 slots, a shirt can take 4 slots, and so on. But our first priority will be to get a better pair of pants, a shirt, and a backpack. Okay, if you go to crafting, you will see that is your first thing that you can craft. Is you need a rope and a rag, okay, for improvised backpack. So that's what we're going to focus on. Regarding when you spawn, there are always AI encounters. Now if you run like this with shift, AI is going to detect you from miles away. Okay, if you walk or jog, AI is going to, you will be able to get much closer to AI before they detect you. Okay, so it's going to be less of a surprise when they start shooting at you. But when you just run like this, the AI is going to detect you very, very quickly. Okay, and then if you're in an open field, you're in for big trouble. So jogging, they're not going to detect you very quickly. And then if you're in a town, this might take a very, very long time, but this is definitely a great way to scan the area and get as close to AI. You can literally crouch, walk right up behind an AI, okay, an AI soldier, and you can knife him or axe him or whatever you want to do. And like I say, looting, you can just click on the items, or you can press tab, go on the ground, and loot it like this. Okay, so we've got a gun, and your gun will automatically be equipped unless you take it from a player. Then you must always look down in the bottom right hand side if it's got bullets in. You can always press R to see if it's loaded, and you can press X if you've got a gun that has got more than single fire. So we've pressed tab, nothing else is in this bus. Again, we're just taking our time. AIs are normally on the road, not always, and they can, there are random encounters where you don't see anything and then all of a sudden they're on top of you. Okay, but what I like to do in the beginning, and a tip for you guys, is don't run around when you are in a town. Okay, you are much less likely to be detected, and it's a much better strategy. See there, I can't see anything, but if I press tab, I can see there's a shotgun and ammo, but I don't need to look everywhere. Okay, but clearly it was here. So tab helps you, to not look at everything. You don't need to look down the toilet. You can just press tab to see if there's anything there. Always go into first person when you go into a room. It just helps you to scan everything better. And because my FOV is on 80, everything seems a bit close. And what we're going to do now is we're going to look at the pants. It's got 2 inventory slots. Not going to be better than the pair of pants I'm wearing, so I'm going to press T to turn it into rag and F to pick it up, because we know we need 4 rags and a rope for the backpack. Okay, so lighters aren't worth a lot. In a later series or later video I will show you, okay, what kind of items gives you the best amount of money. I'll give you a complete video on that. So the hunter's vest gives us great slots. It's basically the same as a backpack, so we don't need to worry about inventory that much, because a vest and a improvised backpack gives you about the same amount of loot. Okay, and that's it. We've got a gun, we've got a backpack, or the same as a backpack. There we've got the rope. So now we just need another clothing item. And one thing you can do is this pair of pants only gives me 4 slots. Okay, so what I can do is I can put that there. I can drop that on the ground. I can tear that into rags, because the pair of pants only gave me 2 slots. Okay, and now I can craft the improvised backpack. And when I kill an AI, I'm gonna get a pair of pants and a shirt in any case. Okay, or I might still find a shirt or a pants later down the line. But looking at what I've got on me at the moment, making the backpack now is a much better idea, because I'm getting 3 extra slots. Okay, which is of course much better. Okay, so we've crafted that. Our next focus will of course always be rags, but we have to find rubbing alcohol, moonshine or vodka, okay, to heal ourselves, and we're going to talk about that later. But yes, that's tip number 4. Okay, when you loot, first you focus on the gun, then you focus on inventory space, and then like another shirt or a vest, and then you focus on your backpack, and then you're ready to go. Okay, then you look for AIs and you go crazy with the looting locations that I've showed you. Let's get on to the next tip. Okay guys, tip number 5 is I like to get a pistol to take on AI, okay, because AI needs to be very close to me to use a shotgun, so you're not always going to have buildings to use as cover. So then I like to use a tree and a pistol, okay, to take them out. When you get a pistol, you're not going to be able to pick it up, okay? If you haven't got inventory space, you won't pick it up. So every time you get a pistol, just drop your knife first, okay? And then equip your pistol. It's as simple as that. Okay, and the pistol is going to be our tool to kill AI. Except if AI comes to us like in this area, then of course we're going to try and use the shotgun as much as possible. But tip number 5 is going to be how to kill AI. Just another side tip: gather everything you can. Each and every rope gives you $500. Each and every machine oil gives you money, and you always pick up nails, because nails are needed for base building. So you can either pick it up as you go, or you can pay $600 for 10 nails. Okay, your decision. Let's get to that AI and sort that out. Okay, yeah, the AI comes, boys. Okay, so that is what I spoke about with a random encounter. Okay, there was nothing in this town. I'm still in the same town, but they surprised me. And now I can just take the shirt and the pants, full slots. Okay, I'm going to use the shotgun because it can take 5 rounds. But normally there are 3, so I can't feel too safe. There he gave me money and more bullets. TTK. Yeah, rather going to use the TTK. Yeah. And you can only sell bullets 100 at a time, guys. So if you don't need the bullets, okay, don't pick it up unless you kill a player. Then of course take the bullets so that he can't come back and kill you. But I mean the same thing here. If we interact with him, never let an AI player go, guys. Remember those rags. Okay, we're always going to need it. I've got a lot of space now, so I can take items that I might use in the future. You know, while I'm at it, I have got the space, so let's go for it. But yeah, that was quite quick. They were on me quite quickly, but I'm still gonna go and get them outside because just remember, random encounters do happen, and that's what makes the game so exciting. Okay, I'm just gonna go outside and show you guys that I was still in the same area. Okay, right there where I looted. Okay, I'm still in the same area. They just came and surprised me. So I'm going to walk down the road now, look for AI, and then show you that cover and sneaking and peeking is the 3 things that you need to focus on when it comes to killing AI. So let's go for the AI. Let's go find some AI. Oh! Okay, I've just discovered him. So he doesn't shoot at me, alright? I see him, he doesn't shoot at me. Okay, he aimed there at me, but if you peek, like I peeked too much there. As soon as you can see him, and you know you're, like if I peek like this, he's probably going to hit the car. But as soon as you can see him, you can start shooting. Okay? Remember to press your reload key and only reload when you're in cover, guys. What I've done a lot is I shoot at them, and then I run while I'm reloading, and then I run very, very slowly. Okay. Emotion K. Fantastic. This is of course better clothing. So we're going to drop this. We're going to drop this. Take his gloves. Of course my ping isn't great, so I'm used to this already. And yes guys, collect 2 sheet metal and put it at the safe zone, because you're going to need 2 sheet metal for the large crate that you're going to put at your base, which is going to help you a lot in my base building guide. Okay, just a side note there. And now we've got a much better sniper rifle. Let's go, boys. Okay, guys. Now that we've been hurt, we can touch on the healing mechanics. So, as you can see, we've got rags. Now, if we use a rag, we can put a rag in our quick slot. Okay, or we can just say add to quick slot. And then what we can do is we press that quick slot key, and you can see we're on 76 health now. So if I hold my button in and I use this dirty rag from 76, we're going to heal to 81. Okay, so it's giving us 5 health, so we can heal fully with this. But because we picked up vodka, We know that vodka gives us 2 sterilized rags. Moonshine gives us, I'm just going to show this. Vodka gives us 2 sterilized rags. Moonshine gives us 3 sterilized rags. And rubbing alcohol, which is quite rare, gives us 4 sterilized rags. Okay, so we're going to craft the vodka. Combine the rag with the vodka to give us 2 sterilized rags. Okay, and we can add that to the quick slot as well. So now if you go to this quick slot, then we're on 81. Sterilized rag should give us 15, so we should end at 96 health. And I'm not going to show you that, guys. That is why I played another 30 hours, okay, to give you guys all this info. It's going to end at 96. Okay, perfect. Every sterilized rag gives you 15, and you can test this for yourself, boys. Use 4 rags with vodka, it's only going to give you 2 sterilized rags. With moonshine, it's going to give you 3 sterilized rags. With rubbing alcohol, it's going to give you 4 sterilized rags. Okay, which means vodka gives you a combined health of 30, moonshine a combined health of 45, and then rag, rubbing alcohol, a combined health regen of 60 incrementally. Okay, and then of course a bandage that you can buy at the safe zone gives you 35. So there's another tip for you guys. Let's go find those AIs. Never underestimate vehicles, guys, especially when they're lying like this. I already got vodka. I got rope, which is worth 500 at the safe zone. Okay, never underestimate vehicles. I've found really cool items in vehicles, and I never look through them. Okay, I never search them. Oil is worth good money as well. I never look through the vehicle. I never want to look down. Okay, it's much better for me to be aware of my surroundings and just pressing tab quickly. Here we go, guys. AIs. So I've already showed you how the hiding mechanic works, but when it comes to the sniping mechanic, like they're 100 meters away from me. When it comes to the sniping mechanic, they can't really detect you if you're far away. And I'm shooting like my ass here. Okay, I got him in the head. Sorry, the swaying, guys. The swaying helps you a lot when you crouch down. But yeah, like you see, I didn't reload there. I never want to reload while I'm in a fight. I rather want to swap my weapons. There we go. And I'm not really focusing on rags right now. Like I said, you always want to have 10 on you, but I'm fine for now. This guy gave me a nice mask, and he gave me a dog tag, which is perfect. Let's just go stack roll. Okay, what can we get rid of? The cigarette pack. Okay guys, I'm close to the safe zone, so yeah, let's get to the safe zone. Right there, just gonna mark it. There's the marker. Let's go. Switch to the shotgun because I'm full. And de-equip your weapon to run as fast as possible, or you can run with a pistol. You still run a little bit slower than without a gun, but a pistol is still better than nothing. As soon as you're in the safe zone, no one can shoot you from the outside, and you can't shoot anyone that's on the outside, okay? So you can't do damage, you can't take damage. As simple as that. Next tip, boys, tip number 6. Come to the safe zones as much as possible, okay? You've probably had a few fights with AI, or you went for a mission, or you killed players, whatever the case may be. Don't run around with your inventory full, guys. It's way too much risk and you can lose quite a lot, okay? So you will see now there are 2 traders in the south and the north. Your loot, like this, is not combined. It's not the same, okay? I bought the DLC, so I've got all these slots for myself in the north, and I've got all these slots for myself in the south, where I am right now. So the first thing is the reputation points. If you pick up dog tags, come and sell them immediately, okay? It's going to help you to respawn if you die, and get rid of a bit of unnecessary running, because, just to give you an example, AI have got very good aim, so you could die here and then you spawn here. Okay, then you have to try and jump down a mountain or something to kill yourself. Instead of just, if you die here, you can spawn at any town, okay, close to you. And you can clearly see here, rope is 500 for every rope. Okay, great money. Great money. Always put the money in there. Oil, 500 in oil for machine oil, okay. Fantastic, it's just as valuable as the rope. Now, when it comes to food, I'll never sell food, okay? And that is the next tip. I've already given you the tip about the healing, okay? The next tip is food. Every canned food that you're going to get, like here, canned fish, the porridge, the beef, the pineapple, and the tomato sauce, okay? It's going to give you 30 food and 5 water, okay, all of them. So anything that has to do with food, 30 food and 5 water. Every soda can is going to give you 50 water, okay. So I've already got the food, I'm going to buy the soda, and I'm just going to wait until I get to 69 food to show you guys that we're going to end on 99. Okay, so I want to show the food value to you. The water, I don't need to prove to you. Okay, always keep your stats above 50. As soon as it becomes yellow, you know, you're going to struggle. Now that we get to the weapon trader, you want to sell stuff. Okay, if you want to keep this gun, it's fine. If you want to keep the shotgun, it's fine. But you want to put the stuff in your safe spot. So we've got the 2 sheet metal, because when we're going to build a base, we want to build this large crate for our base, and that will take 2 sheet metal. Okay, the only other reason we're going to need sheet metal is for the tower. Okay, the tower is going to take 15 sheet metal. So, but that will come in the base building guide, guys. My in-depth base building guide. Don't worry about that, okay? All I'm saying now is, we've got the rags, we've got the vodka, we've got food. We gathering the nails for our base, okay, for later. We've got ammo that I can just keep here, okay? I mean, 200, 300 isn't really money. But if you want to know if you're using the ammo, if you pick it up, it will go with the gun. So if one of your guns don't light up, you're not using the weapon. Okay, so we're going to put that there. Just go through our inventory. That's fine. That's fine. We're not using this ammo. We're going to put it there to sell it later. And yeah, we've got the canned fish as well. So let's see. We need to get to 69. Let's run around a bit. We can't get hurt here at all. There we go, 69, boys. So now I'm going to put that food in my quick slot, and I'm going to eat it. So I'm going to end on, it's going to give me 5 water and 30 food. So I'm going to end on 99 food. And then I don't have to prove the soda to you, because you then know I'm not lying. So there we go. New mission available. Just press enter for global, local, and squad chat. And you did your own keys, so I'm not going to explain how to voice chat. We're going to end at 99. There we go, boys. 5 water, 30 food for any of the food cans. Okay, and then the soda is going to give you 50. I'm not going to wait for it to give me 50. I'm just going to drink it so long, because I love keeping my stats up high, and drinking is much faster than eating. And we're getting achievements. Okay, so now that we know we've got nothing unnecessary, we're not gonna craft in the outside world. Okay, that will be done. So we're gonna craft what we can craft. And since it's vodka, we know it's 2 sterilized rags again. And having dirty rags is not a bad idea, guys. It's never a bad idea, because you're gonna have times like this we only need 3 health. Why would you waste a whole bandage that gives you 35 health, you know, or a sterilized rag which gives you 15 health, if you just need 3 health, okay? But that 3 health could be the difference between life and death. So now we just use the dirty rag, okay? So always have a nice balance of dirty, sterilized, you know, and bandages with you. And there we're perfect. Okay, guys. I gave you a bunch of tips. My final tips are basically that Yantar is king. Okay? Yantar is the king of all the farming locations. And then this town right over here. Okay? So I'm going to visit this town, or that location, to show you why I feel it's great, and I'm going to visit this location. And then what you're going to do when you finish this video is repeat these steps. And then you're going to go to that military base, then that one, and then that one. Okay? And then you're going to take on the missions and have some fun. Okay? So let's get to Berognovoy, whatever that place name is. Right there. I want to get to the green marker. Let's go. Okay, guys. We've got AI 100 meters away. The radio just went off. But we have to get to our location. So I'm just walking, not running. Got my weapon out. Don't like being in the open. AI activity is going crazy. Look at that painting on the wall. Looks like an AI. Funny, eh? No AI there. Okay, there we've got the AI. So I'm going to use this wall. Or this car. I missed him. Hopefully we don't get flanked. Took him out. There we go, boys. As you can see, the car stopped a few of the slugs. Ah, now we're getting shot from a different direction. Aiming like my ass. Getting a bit back. He's got a shotgun. We've got another one. And like I say, guys, cover is extremely important. I'm not going to focus on this guy now. Standing still is idiotic because they've got very good aiming. But we need to sort out the AI in this vicinity. Whoa. A lot of AI, yes. Action packed, boys. Action packed on an empty server. Come here, little boy. Come here. Okay, you're bothering me. Oh, it's not reloaded yet. It's not reloaded. Whoa. What a battle. Oh, shit. I have to run, boys. I have to run. If he shoots me again, I'm dead. Yeah, I know it's terrible. I know it's terrible, boys. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I didn't reload. I didn't reload. I didn't reload. Okay. Oh, they're still AIs. I don't care. I'm just gonna heal, guys. I'm just gonna heal. At least 2 rags so that we can take at least a single shot. Oh, heal up, buddy, heal up. Oh, reloading really cost us there, boys. Reloading really cost us there. But yeah, as you could see, I was using the peeking mechanic as much as possible. And that was a lot of action. And yeah, glad that I could show you guys that. And now, boys, when you've killed so many AIs, it's just a looting festival. We do get some funny sounds. And again, don't waste these guys. You never know, you might run into a ton of moonshine or rubbing alcohol and everything. So I'm sure we're going to make myself 2 stacks. Luckily we already had the reputation point, so if we died we could get back here quite quickly. Okay, let's get to the location that we wanted to get to, guys. That was the main purpose. Okay, so this area that I'm in right now is a good area. Okay, got a lot of factory buildings, and I don't get AI here a lot. Okay, so right here you can see this factory buildings here, but this place behind me is what I'm talking about, right there. Okay, so I'm going to place the marker there, and here we do get AI, but that's a great farming location. And then this town basically here is a great farming location as well. But right in here, like just across the street, guys, there's a shop there as well. Again, a lot of cars that we can loot. Okay, just want to be careful because there's another radio. We can sell the radio for 3,000, so it's perfect. Okay, we can still sell the radio for 3,000. So here's a shop where you can get stuff in. Okay, and be careful, you never know. AI do camp as well, so never think you're safe in an area. That's why third person is quite good against the AI, because they've got lightning reflexes. So looking inside a place before you loot it's going to help you a lot. But yeah, this whole place outside the safe zone, okay, this whole area here is quite nice. Like I say, right here, okay, by these garages. There is normally AI here, but we can go into every one of these little rooms. Okay, there's no need to rush. And we can get ourselves exactly what we need. Okay? Okay, brother. Okay. Again, vodka only gives us 2 serialized rags. But yeah, this is okay, but Yantar is king, and I'm going to show you why Yantar is king. Let's just go back to ground. But this area is quite alright. Okay, not bad at all, and you can get very good items here, like drills and the electric saw and everything that you can sell for quite a bit of cash. Okay, but remember AI does spawn here, so be careful. And yeah, just collect the items, guys. I'm not crazy about collecting ammo that I don't use, but I am crazy about collecting radios that give me $3,000 and I call it dollars. I don't know what the currency is, but I'm calling it dollars. Okay, and since we use a shotgun, we always want ammo like that. So either means they're 100 meters away, or it means they are gonna come and get me now. But I'm just looting for money, boys. I'm just looting for money. But again, running around with so much health is not good. So in any case, you get the area. We're going to end the video at the best location on Mistraded for base building, looting, farming, gathering, you know, everything you need as a starting player. Let's go. Okay, guys, we're on our way to Farmville, Yantar, aka. In any case, this is the loot that we got from the place next to the safe zone. Okay, Beragov, Beragavoy. Okay. That is what we got from that area. Okay, so of course we got a better backpack, which was fantastic. We got a heck of a ton of loot. Okay, and now we're going to spoil ourselves. And that's what I want you to do. That's the next tip, boys. Every time you go for a loot run and you've killed AIs or players, spoil yourself. What I mean by that is sell everything you got on the run. Okay, we've got an extra moonshine for the test, so that's fine. Gonna drop that. Sell. 3,000 a radio, boys. 3,000 a radio. Don't need the rope. Don't need the oil. So this is what our run has given us. 11,000, okay? There are runs that you can get a ton more, okay? Like Yantar, I've come back and collected like $40,000 with one run, okay? But you can see you can buy a radio for 7,000 if you want to, okay? But we don't want to, and we can buy all the tools for our base. But when I come back on my first good loot run, okay, I take the money that I've earned and I go buy myself the best pistol. Now, whether you want the C1911 or the Bertha is your decision, okay? Me, I always go for the Bertha, okay? Always go for the Bertha, boys. Takes 9mm ammo, okay? So immediately I don't need this ammo. And then I go to the ammo. And I make sure I buy the right one, 9x90. So I buy it. And there we go. Okay? It's the right ammo. That's how I spoil myself, boys. Every time I come back here, I buy myself something, you know? Just as a little well done. Okay? Buy yourself something every time you come back to just, you know, give yourself a bit of appreciation. Always have one food and one water on you. We've got a food. We don't have a water, so we're going to buy the soda. And then, you know, buy yourself a bandage. You know, you deserved it. And bank the rest. You know, don't go crazy with the spending. Okay? Just bank the rest. And now we are gonna, before we go to Yantar, in the safe zone, always craft in the safe zone where you can't die, okay? I have showed you that vodka gives you 2 sterilized rags. Okay, now I'm going to show you moonshine, which is going to give you 3 sterilized rags. There we go. 3 sterilized rags, 45 healing in total. And then rubbing alcohol, the magic little bottle. Gives us 4 sterilized rags. Okay? And while we're crafting this, just to have the complete collection there, the reason I'm telling you guys this is because you get $800 for the vodka. Okay? And that's when I'd rather buy a bandage. I'd rather sell a full stack of ammo, which gives me 200 or 300, and vodka. Okay, to rather buy a bandage, because the vodka is only giving me 2 sterilized rags. That's 30 healing, and I have to use it twice. Where the bandage is giving me 35 healing, and I only have to use it once. But when it comes to the moonshine, I'm getting 45. You know, I can sell it for 1,200, but I'm getting 45 combined healing. You know, where the bandage is only giving me 35. And when it comes to the rubbing alcohol, I'll never sell the rubbing alcohol for 1,600, because it's literally giving me 60 healing, where 2 bandages only gives me 70 healing. Okay, so economically, using the moonshine and the rubbing alcohol is much better than buying a bandage, in my opinion. You guys can give your, you know, your thoughts on it, but I mean, that's my thoughts. Okay, so we're just gonna heal up quickly, and then we're gonna end this guy. We're gonna end these tips with showing you exactly why Yantar is the best location in the game, and give you great spots for where you can start your first base and why you would want to build your base there. Okay guys, here we are at my personal favorite spot where I've collected 40 to 50,000 a run, okay, when my loot is full. And the reason why this is such a fantastic place is you can see here that we're already getting the broken down buildings, okay, which Yantar is famous for, but we're not in Yantar yet, okay. Yantar is still 230 meters away, down there, and you can see buildings down there. What makes this place so magical is you can loot everything, run down there, okay, basically run down there and then loot that area. When you come back to this area, all the loot would have respawned already, okay? So you can go back and forth, looting these two areas, never running out of loot. By the time let's say you've looted there already, by the time you've looted here, when you get back to the end, there will be loot again. And AI likes ambushing you in these areas, which never makes it boring, okay? It always stays action-packed. And yes, the basics of what you get at this area, every garage is going to have an item for you, okay? You get drills and stuff here, you get items here, you get items here in every room, you get items in this room, okay? You get items in this room here, and guns, just a bunch of stuff you can sell, guys. And do I need to prove my point, really? You know, do I need to prove my point anymore? Can't take the other backpack. Typhoon backpack, guys. Probably cost about $50,000. So yes, okay, you get various items. And on these buildings, not on every one, not there, only here. When you get to the balcony, and there's an opening here, you jump onto the balcony, then you jump onto this wall, and you can get in here, okay? And there will be crates in here sometimes, and even guns, okay? So this is a hidden loot location. You just get down like that. And yes, nails, sheet metal, axes, hammers, everything, guys. Everything that you'd ever want, you can get here. Okay, and it's a great place to collect the nails instead of paying for the nails, okay? And then there's another building on the other section, like you can get in there as well, but there's a building on the other section where you can get onto the roof, okay? Watch out for that. Right there, the flat building, at some place you can get onto the roof, okay? Just look out for that. But this location here is quite good. So if you just want to relax, or you know, you feel people are coming for you, or people have followed you outside of the safe zone, if you've got guys following you out of the safe zone, guys, then don't worry, I've got the answer for you. Hammer, okay, all the tools that you will need, all the money that you will need is here, okay? So if you ever get people that want to follow you out the safe zone, then just fall in here where you can get another hammer and more ammo. Get out your sniper rifle and then use these sandbags, okay, to snipe the shit out of them. Nice little sniper spot here, okay. So yes, guys, that's it from me. Yantar is king. Okay, my last tip is base building. When you want to build a base, if you want as much as possible action, then make your base right here, okay, somewhere in the center. Hopefully no one has taken the spot, but try and put your base in between everything as much as possible, whether it's there or there. But I'd say this is a nice centralized spot, okay? Around here is a centralized spot. And then, so this is the action. This is the PvP dude who's not worried about anyone. He wants his base here, and he doesn't worry about getting bothered. The problem with having your base here is people can run between towns. They can run past you very, very easily. This is another safe location, okay, if you want to build your base here, because you can always farm this area. And this to me is the best location. And year and year, basically everywhere around Yantar is the best location for me, because you can get resources at Yantar very easily, and you're away from all the routes. Okay, this whole area is outside of all the routes. This area here is not outside the routes because they want to go to the military base. Okay, so this great area, you know, great area because there's only one route. Fantastic. If you want to build a castle and never be bothered by anyone, I've explored this whole entire area, guys. There are no AI routes except for here where I went through. So there's an AI route there. But all of this is open. You can walk through the rivers. There's nothing stopping you. And you can look how beautiful the area is, which they will probably expand later. So what I would suggest, if you build between the trees. Don't build on these open spots because they might place buildings and stuff there, okay? But if you want to build a castle and never be bothered by anyone, this is your spot. I'd suggest this island so that you're close to the safe zone, and there's a little encampment there with resources and crates and everything. Another hidden location there for you guys. So guys, that concludes top 10 tips for Deadside, which is of course much more than 10 tips. In the comments down below, tell me what you would prefer a content creator to do. Rather show you every single tip he gives you like I've just done, or basically just tell you and leave it to you, to go do it yourself. So either show or just tell. Okay? So in the comments below, just tell me about them. I'm going to do it myself, or show me like I'm doing right now, so that the video is a little bit longer, so that I know exactly what you're talking about. So in the comments down below, just give a comment there, show me or tell me. Okay, one of those two. Tell me is make this video as short as possible. I'll figure it out myself. Show me is, get the video to about this time range. And I like it when you show me everything. In the comments down below, guys. And for the next 7 days, I'll be uploading a video every single day, giving you the in-depth guide, which I've learned in the past 50 hours on Deadside. As you can see, I've explored a lot of stuff. And yeah, the next 7 videos is going to be in-depth guides. And then the last 4 videos is basically going to be me doing an easy and a medium mission alone, and then me, Avenger, and Anthony doing a hard mission and an epic mission with epic loot, guys. So click that subscribe button and that bell button if you like this kind of content, and click that like button if you enjoy this video. Have a great day, enjoy the quarantine, and have fun, guys. Cheers.